Join us on an exciting journey through the life and career of boxing legend Mike Tyson. In this video, we explore his relentless strength, quickness, and irresistible energy that earned him the title of one of the greatest boxers of all time. Mike Tyson, one of the most famous and influential boxers in history, was born on June 30, 1966 in Brooklyn, New York. His early years were characterized by difficulties and a difficult childhood. Tyson grew up in the troubled area of Brooklyn and faced numerous challenges at a young age. At 12, he was arrested for theft and his life could have taken the wrong turn, but he was sent to a specialized boarding school for young people with behavioral problems. Mike Tyson was first introduced to boxing at this school. Tyson was spotted by trainer Cus Tomato, who saw potential in the young boxer and became his mentor and mentor. Tyson trained with Cus Tomato at Cushy Manor and his unrivaled talent and aggressive style caught the attention of the boxing community. In 1985, at the age of 18, Mike Tyson became a professional boxer. He had a series of devastating fights in which he defeated his rivals by knockout. In 1986, Tyson became the youngest world heavyweight champion in boxing history by defeating Trevor Berbick to win the WBC title. Mike Tyson's early years were marked by his aggressive fighting style, powerful punches and unmatched speed. He was known for his blitzkrieg attacks where he attacked his opponents quickly and hard, often finishing fights with knockouts in the early round.
The fighter who controls the sphere can now function in a manner far over and beyond anything he was capable of before. Fear is your friend, and if we don't panic, we maintain a discipline and a control over them, we can use them, and they not only will help us survive the particular incident, but continued success will give us a confidence.
Mike Tyson became the youngest heavyweight champion in boxing history by defeating Trevor Berbick on November 22, 1986. At the time, Tyson was only 20 years, 4 months and 22 days old. To understand how he achieved this record, you need to consider the context of this fight. At that time, Trevor Berbick was the holder of the WBC World Heavyweight title. Berbick defeated Marvin Hagler to win the vacant title in 1985. Mike Tyson has already shown his potential and talent, defeating opponents by knockouts in the early fights of his career. His aggressive style, strength, and speed attracted the attention of the boxing community. Tyson was offered a fight with Berbick and was able to take advantage of the opportunity. The fight took place in Las Vegas, Nevada. Tyson demonstrated his bright game and superiority over Berbick, and already in the second round he knocked down his opponent. Berbick managed to get up, but after a few more powerful punches from Tyson, the referee stopped the fight, and Mike Tyson became the new WBC World Heavyweight Champion. Thus, thanks to his talent, powerful punches and a brilliant performance in the fight against Berbick, Mike Tyson became the youngest heavyweight champion in boxing history. This record remains unsurpassed to this day. The fight between Mike Tyson and Larry Holmes took place on January 22, 1988. This fight was part of Mike Tyson's professional career and had a significant impact on both boxers. At that time, Larry Holmes was already a former world heavyweight champion and had an impressive boxing career. He spent 48 professional fights and suffered only one defeat, which happened in a fight against Michael Spinks. The fight between Holmes and Tyson took place in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Many expected an interesting confrontation, but Tyson turned out to be unsurpassed. He showed his bright game and powerful shots, and also demonstrated his strength and speed. At the very beginning of the fight, Tyson launched an attack and actively pursued Holmes around the ring. In the third round, Tyson knocked Holmes down with a strong punch. Although Holmes was able to get up and continue the fight, he was no longer able to cope with the aggressiveness and strength of Tyson. In the fourth round, Tyson continued his attack, and the judge decided to stop the fight in order to protect Holmes from further possible damage. The victory in this fight allowed Mike Tyson to strengthen his reputation as one of the most dangerous and dominant boxers of his time. The fight also helped Tyson get closer to achieving unification of the world heavyweight titles. The fight between Mike Tyson and Michael Spinks took place on June 27, 1988 and became one of the most anticipated fights in boxing history. Both boxers were title champions, and this fight decided who would be the undisputed heavyweight champion. At that time, Mike Tyson was the owner of 3 heavyweight titles, WBA, WBC and IBF. Michael Spinks was also a former heavyweight champion and had previously defeated Larry Holmes to capture the title. The fight took place in Atlantic City, New Jersey, and received huge attention from the world's media and boxing fans. A confrontation between 2 powerful and technically trained boxers was expected. However, the fight itself was very short and ended in the first round. Mike Tyson was very aggressive and attacked Spinks from the start. He landed several powerful punches that quickly knocked Spinks to the canvas. Spinks tried to get up, but his trainer Eddie Futch threw in the towel and surrendered, and the referee officially declared a knockout in favor of Mike Tyson. This fight made Mike Tyson even more famous and confirmed his status as the highest heavyweight champion. He became the first boxer to unify all heavyweight titles since the system was introduced. The fight with Michael Spinks highlighted the dominance and destructive power of Mike Tyson at the peak of his career. The fight between Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield took place on June 28, 1997 and was one of the most famous and controversial fights in boxing history. The fight took place in Las Vegas, Nevada, and was called the Battle for the Undisputed Champion. At that time, Evander Holyfield was the holder of the WBA and IBF heavyweight titles, and Mike Tyson was his contender for the titles. Holyfield was also known for his distinguished career and was considered one of the best boxers of his time. The fight itself became famous not only because of sporting achievements, but also because of the unusual events that occurred during the fight. In the third round, Mike Tyson headbutted Holyfield several times, for which he was disqualified by the judge and stripped of his titles. It was a very unusual and shocking development that caused a huge uproar in the boxing community and among the fans. The fight was abandoned and Evander Holyfield retained his titles. This fight will remain memorable not only as a sporting event, but also as an example of controversy and scandalous moments that sometimes arise in boxing. He had a huge impact on both careers of boxers and became part of their legend.
Oh, a straight right combination by Holyfield. Oh, Tyson's in trouble. Looking to put Tyson down and fight. Tyson is not in trouble. He's saved by the bell. Continues to dig in. A left hook to the head. He's got Tyson in trouble. Tyson's ready. A straight right hand. The Talbot stops the fight. And Holyfield has won.
I can't say it. It's the most unbelievable thing I've ever been privileged to witness.
The Evander Holyfield pulls up. And Mike Tyson on the stool.
What he had to do is keep in the range and the jab. There he is. He worked it off early in the round, sticking, smart boxing, choosing his chances and his places to slug, and he just unloads hook, right hand, uppercut, and mixes them up. Mike is in trouble here, and he's just getting teed off on him. But Mike won't go down, and you'll see a good left hand and a right hand here. That started to really be the beginning of the end for Mike. The right uppercuts were landing that Tyson is famous for. He was getting hit with there. The hook in on the up on the inside. There's the uppercut, and Mike, I think, not only hurt but just too tired to continue.
I don't know what he's going to say later, but
champion of the world, Evander, the real deal.